Yo, what up guys? Marcus here again on the Limited Tundras YouTube channel. We're back. It is currently, what day is today? It's currently January 13th. Just wanted to keep you guys posted, as I said that I would, on all the stuff fixing the carnage from my trip to Mexico in my truck. And then we also got some work done to the OG today. Let me get this camera flipped around and I'll show you guys what all has been done to the truck today. Just currently had buddy's employees come. He runs a auto glass company. Came out and they replaced my windshield, which so far looks like they did a good job on it. I don't see anything out of the ordinary, but I will say this: I don't like the non-tinted look. I mean, it is like really freaking bright in here. I'm actually gonna hop in here. Let's see if I notice any difference on the door. The door windows, I was kind of expecting to possibly see a little bit more reflection. Definitely see more reflection on the back window versus when the windshield is tinted. I'm seeing a lot of the center console trim on the reflection, and the well, this is also center console. I'm seeing all of that on the back window. I don't know how well you can see that, but seeing a lot of that. So that's the one difference that I'm noticing from the non-tinted windshield versus when I had the tinted windshield. And obviously on the outside, I mean, you can see my dash and everything like perfectly well. Before, you could like just barely make out the grab handle. You can see that part of the dash a little bit depending on the day, but like today that it is cloudy, that would have looked, you wouldn't have been able to see in. So same thing on my dad's truck's windshield's actually been broken since like, I mean, cracked since like 2015. It actually cracked on me one day when I was driving it. He had a rock chip right in between the two wiper blades forever, but it just happened to crack on me the one day that I was out doing shenanigans that I shouldn't have been doing. We drove over to Canton that day and it was snowing, and I got stuck behind a truck, a DOT truck that was dropping like gravel. Like it was like a gravel mixed with like salt, and that day it picked up a rock, chipped it worse, and made it crack. So got that done. He paid for his and I paid for mine. So now this is going to be a two-part video. I'm not going to upload this today. I'll probably upload this sometime over the weekend. I've got an appointment tomorrow at 1 o'clock at my buddy's tint shop. We're going to be doing that. For those of you that remember, it used to be 5%, and then it's 5% on both doors and on the back window, and then it was 50% with like a really fat, I think it was like 9 inches wide or something like that for a brow. That was a 2.5% brow. The plan for tomorrow is that we're going to be full windshield again, except this time it's going to be 35% on the windshield and a 5% brow, but I'm planning on getting like a 10 to 11 inch brow on the truck. So we've gotten that done. Still, check engine light still hasn't come back on for the O2 sensors since I uploaded the last video, so hopefully it's done with. Wanted to show you guys this too. I'm gonna do a review on this cap separate, but the hole right above the top bolt right there is where the rivet originally was, and then there's a hole above each of the other two lower bolts that I threw in. They're not bolts, they're self-tapping screws, but that's how I fixed the mount. Just put some self-tapping screws in. I'm debating, it's one of those don't fix what's not broken type deals, but I'm debating on whether to just freaking drill out those rivets and screw that mount in with some self-tapping screws also. Still haven't made my way over to the hardware store. This bolt is wider than this one. Screw, not a bolt, screw. This one is wider than this one, but it needs to be just a smidge bit longer so that it'll actually bite this aluminum frame and keep this from wanting to back out in the future. Because what ends up happening is that obviously backs out, and then this just like flops down, and then this window, back window on the cap doesn't latch. But yeah, so like I said, stay tuned for the Sentry Cap review. I'll get that done here in like the next couple of days. I actually might have a snow wheeling video coming up because it's supposed to snow this weekend on Saturday overnight into Sunday. So we might be able to see what these Toyo MTs can do in the snow. I don't know if I'll go out if it's all ice, because it did claim that there was supposed to be like I think like at least an inch of ice, and we all know that mud terrains don't belong on ice. That's like the only time that some all-terrains have a huge advantage over mud terrains. I thoroughly believe the MTs would do much better in the snow, like in an off-road application versus all-terrains. But like I said, if we can have the chance to go out and have fun, we'll do that. As you'll notice in this video too, my truck is still dirty. I was gonna wash it yesterday, but I figured once I saw the forecast and I saw that, and I figured if I do go out and drive it in the snow, I'll want to wash it immediately afterwards. So I'll just wait versus washing, trashing it, and then washing it again within just a couple of days. But that is the video update for today. That's looking pretty good. All in there. He did give me a lifetime warranty for leaks. He said that everything checked out fine, and so it's ready to be driven today. He did tell me that too, so maybe here if my mom needs to go on an errand or whatever because she's home today, take her wherever she needs to go, and we'll just get this tinted tomorrow. I'll try to record that for you guys. I didn't want to bother them too much today when they were doing this because they had to do both trucks, and I saw several other windshields in the back of their van, so I figured probably need to get out of here, grab lunch, and then get back to work. So I just wanted to stay out of their way. But yeah, I will, if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, I'll definitely be giving my buddy Jose a shout for his business on there, but I won't be adding it on here, just to try to keep his phone number off of like YouTube, where I don't really think I have as many locals following me versus Instagram or Facebook. Keep his number off that platform, but we'll give his business a shout out because, you know, I want my friends to eat at my table too, and he's cool with me. I feel like he did a good job and got this done really quickly. So with that being said, I will keep you guys posted tomorrow. Like I said, we'll record that tomorrow, and then I'll upload the video once it's all done, guys. Yeah, what up, folks? So it's Friday, January 14th. Recorded yesterday when I got my windshield replaced. Just drove up here to Dawsonville, leaving the bank though. Had to get my buddy cash for service that he's going to provide, tinting my front windshield. Just wanted to add a quick note. Definitely, as I had mentioned in the part that I recorded yesterday, a lot of reflection on the back window while driving. Like, you can see out of it with the camera, but in my rear view mirror, it's just a lot of reflection of the center console lid and like the cup holders. So I see a lot of like the wood trim, and also driving at night and in the day, it's like, I don't know how people do this on a regular. It's too damn bright. I wish I would have gotten my my Ray-Bans from my K5. They're sitting in the center console of that truck, and I'm not even driving that. But I wish I would have brought them. Normally with my windshield tinted, I don't ever feel the need for sunglasses. Usually, actually, when I put sunglasses on, it's like too dark. But right now, I wish I had them. It's really freaking bright out. It's actually a really nice day today in Georgia. But as you can see, and yesterday at night when I was driving, I constantly catch myself staring at other people's headlights. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me for doing that, but yeah, even like halogen headlights were really freaking bright to me. So gotta pull into his shop. It should be right up the road. I know he's changed shops like 2 or 3 times since the video that I originally recorded bringing my truck there to get tinted. So I'm gonna find a shop, we'll pull up, see if he's game to talk to you guys about what all he's installing today. If he's too busy, we won't bother him too much, just let him kind of get mine knocked out and whatnot. But yeah, here we go. Catch up with you guys in a bit. Alrighty, folks, so we are currently leaving Top Line Tint. They actually knocked this out like way faster. I got kind of sidetracked talking to my buddy while his employee, super dude cool dude Caleb, was alrighty. Apparently we don't know how a fucking four-way stop works here. He was doing my windshield pretty much the whole time. He knocked it out like fast, in less than an hour. It was all out. They were unfortunately unable to get my tint strip done due to the way that my rear view mirror is mounted. So he just asked me to swing back by on another day, and I told him that was perfectly fine. It's not like it's that far of a drive. But I got my whole windshield tinted in 35%, and the one thing that I will say is it's definitely the fat brow that makes a huge difference, but already just cut back tremendously on like how bright it was in here. It was like really obnoxiously bright in here when I was driving over here, and already it cut back tremendously on it, but the brow I think will seal the deal and make it perfect. So I'll probably wait to upload this video and make it like a 3-part, just when they get the brow done. That way you guys can see everything, but I'll try to get a shot of the truck once I get home from the outside. So until then, I'll catch up with you guys at then. This will be like the 3rd segment of this video, which is like part 2 of fixing the carnage done my truck going to Mexico. So today we're heading back up to Dawsonville. It is Wednesday, January 19th. I was there last Friday. I can't remember the exact date, but I was there last Friday getting new windshield tinted. My buddy, he had to leave early that day, and he left his guys to do the windshield. They weren't able to do my tint strip that day. He told me it was something about how my rear view mirror mounts to the windshield, that it would just add more water to it and wouldn't allow the tint film to dry properly. So he asked me if I could come back on another day, and I told him that was perfectly fine. Heading back up there today to get the tint strip done. I'm wondering if they're gonna have to redo the whole windshield though, because I do have some imperfections up on the top left corner. I don't do tint professionally, obviously, so I don't really know like what all can still be salvaged. Not really that big of a deal to me. Normally you try to like look out for that kind of stuff, but since it is still so fresh, and like I said, he's my buddy, I know he does good work based off of the tint that he's done to my truck previously. He did all the doors and the rear window. At that point though, my windshield was already done, so I didn't have him do it a couple years ago when he originally did my truck. But he also did my parents' 4Runner, and it's been great. So like I said, there's a reason that I'm going back up to him. Let him do this tint strip and or windshield again, whatever has to get done. I'll be cool with it. Like I said, I'll continue to bring him vehicles in the future and stuff, but I just figured I'd touch base with you guys. Hopefully after today, full windshield will be done though. I will say this, even though it's tinted, I really do miss my strip. It's really convenient for anybody that doesn't have it. Currently driving with polarized prescription Ray-Bans, and I'm not a fan of driving with my sunglasses in a tinted vehicle. Kind of get like this like rainbow effect through the tint film, and it just tends to really bother my eyes, especially like when I look in like the rear the side view mirrors and stuff to like change lanes. I don't know why, but it just like I tend to focus on that versus what I need to be looking for in the side view mirror. So that's one reason that I personally really like my truck to be tinted heavily. Obviously there's also like the pros of my job. Sometimes the truck is the only shade that I have, so having dark tint and especially ceramic is really convenient. And then there's obviously, you know, privacy, the whole joke. I can pick my nose and nobody's looking at me and nobody can see me. And there's also, well, the aesthetics of it. Personally, me, tint in wheels and tires really like clean up a vehicle. I'm not saying like it sets it apart, because it's not like a, how some people say, a build with just that, but it cleans it up tremendously in my opinion. So I'll catch up with you guys here in a bit once I get up to his shop and we figure out what all needs to get done to the truck. And if he's not too busy, I'll try to record a little bit more today, where obviously, you know, if he's cool with it too, which he was cool with it the last time, so I'm sure he'll be fine with it today. All right, folks, so got tint strip done. Talked to my buddy about the spot on my windshield that I had mentioned, and he told me that it takes roughly like 3 weeks for, especially for ceramic tint, on the windshield to dry in the wintertime, because obviously it's colder, water's not going to evaporate as quickly. I just didn't know about that. Like I said, I don't do tint for a living. There's plenty of stuff that I don't know, and learned something new today. But he got my strip done. I wanted to show you guys. As you can see, though, I'm already driving without my sunglasses, and so much better. You can see fat tint strip. Got dash cam wire hanging just right now, but yeah, that's freaking nice. Legal limit's a joke. It's like 2 times the size, and that's like perfect for me, at least in my opinion. I think anybody, especially like if you're short, helps out a lot. Personally, the reason that I like the tint strip to be that fat, that tall, is it kind of hides your face. Even if like you got kind of like lighter windshield tint, it still manages to hide your face. So there's that privacy aspect. Also, I never have to use my visors. I haven't lowered those things in years. Really convenient, especially while you're like at a stoplight and the sun's like setting or rising. You don't have to look under the visor to be able to see if the light turned green or whatever. Like, you can still manage to see just through the tint film right up, even if the sun's pointing at you. It's really nice in my opinion. And then obviously, like I said, since it hides your face, it also keeps a lot of the heat out too from the sun, so that's convenient. I was talking to him about how I can see more easily now, even though this is 35% and I used to have 50%. I got my previous windshield done at Tint World. I don't know what brand tint they use, but my buddy uses Global, and with this 35% and the new windshield, I can actually see out more easily than I could with the lighter tint on the older windshield. So that's pretty nice. I still plan on upgrading my lighting for the next trip down to Mexico. But yeah, just wanted to touch base with you guys. I'll show you guys at home from the outside what it looks like. There's obviously going to be like some streak marks from the solution, so need to wipe it all down, but I'll probably do that another day. I need to get some Rain-X on the windshield because it's supposed to rain, I think, tomorrow, and I don't have any Rain-X on this windshield, so I will show you guys what that looks like here as soon as I get home. So here's an exterior shot. Here, watch out, bud. Come on down. Levi. Come on down. Watch out. Watch out. Sun is kind of glaring in the wrong direction. I'm sorry, Chief. I think there you can kind of see it much better. Like I said, we'll hide your whole face at that point, even though the whole windshield isn't that dark. Much better. Probably, if I was to ever do my windshield again, definitely go with 20%. With that being said, guys, appreciate you guys tuning in. Still definitely have to look into everything else that I want to do for the truck to fix, mainly, as I mentioned before, that nice little scrape. But we'll look into that down the road. And up next, I will do a review of the Sentry Cap. So stay tuned for that. Appreciate you guys. Please like, share, subscribe. With that being said, we're out. Come on, Levi, let's go.